Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today, we're going to be solving these three equations. We're going to figure out what x is for all of them. All right, so for this first one, it says 2x minus 1 to the power of 3 over 4 is equal to 8. So what should I do with that? Well, what I need to do is I need to get rid of the 3 over 4. And how do I do that? I'm going to take both sides to the power of 4 over 3. Because what's going to happen if I do that is we're going to have 3/4 times 4 over 3, like that. And then on this side, we're going to have 8 to the power of 4 over 3. So that's the first step. Second step is we're going to cancel out the 3/4 with the 4 over 3. Recall that whenever we have a power to a power, we multiply the powers. And if we are to multiply two reciprocals, if we're going to multiply 3/4 with 4 over 3, we just end up with 1, right? Which is kind of the goal. That was the goal, was to get rid of it. So that's the next part of it. On the left, we'd now just have 2x minus 1. And then on the right, I'm going to try and simplify this a little bit more. So whenever we have a number in the numerator of our fraction, that means to take it to the power of that number, and the number in the denominator is the root. So in other words, we can rewrite 8 to the power of 4 over 3 as the cube root of 8, right? Because that's denominator, so that would be our root, and then to the power of 4. Okay, and then to kind of simplify that even further, we know that the cube root of 8 would be 2. So therefore, we would have 2 to the power 4, and 2 to the power 4 is 16. So then we're left with 2x minus 1 is equal to 16, and this is at this point just a basic linear equation. We can add 1 to both sides to get 2x equals to 17, and then we can divide both sides by 2 to get the final answer, which is x is equal to 17 over 2. And if you're unsure of that, you can always put in 17 over 2 back into the original equation and solve and make sure that it gives us something that is true. Okay, let's try this next one here. This one says x plus 1 to the power of 1/2 is equal to 5. So first step here is I'm going to square both sides, because what's the opposite of taking something to the power of a half would be taking it to the power of 2. So we want to take the power that we want to take both sides to the power of our reciprocal so that the exponents just get canceled out. Then I'm going to simplify both sides. So the 2 and the 1/2 cancel each other out. And we just have x plus 1 is equal to 5 squared, which is 25. And then we just have a simple linear equation here. We can subtract 1 from both sides and end up with x is equal to 24. And that would be our final answer for that one. Okay, let's do one more. For this one, our power is 3 over 2. So we want to take both sides to the power of the reciprocal, which is 2/3. So x minus 8 to the power of 3 over 2 to the power of 2/3 is equal to 27 to the power of 2/3. In our next step, these two cancel out. So we get x minus 8. And then on our right side, we're going to take the cube root of 27, since that's in our denominator. And then we're going to square that since the 2 is in our numerator. The cube root of 27 is 3. So we have x minus 8 is equal to 3 squared, which means that x minus 8 is equal to 9. And then again, we just have a simple linear equation. We can add 8 to both sides to get that x is equal to 17. As always, feel free to leave any questions you might have in the comments below, and we'll see you for the next one.